My name is Reed Wilson. I'm 20 years old. Growing up, I always went to the Indy 500 with my dad, and it was always been kind of a lifelong dream to race in that. And then after seeing how similar the Little 500 is to that race, I realized that, this was something I could really do. 3PH Cycling. It stands for Three Parks Hooligans. We lived on the 3rd floor of the Parks House in Wright Quad our freshman year, and after going to the race last year, we decided we wanted to make a team. We started out with Mitchell, Duke, Mark Werner, and myself. We all realized that if we train hard and get a 4th rider, that we could do this. And then we recruited Matt Thompson, who's a freshman, as well as Jake Cohen from St. Louis, Evan Mazurkiewicz, Michael Hughes, and that constituted the 7-man team. The First Nations Educational and Cultural Center covered our race entrance fee. The folks at Next Generation helped from Coach Gilly, and through their connections were able to donate enough money for us to buy trainers and rollers and jerseys and really get ready for the season right away. I think people like an underdog, and they could see that in us, that we were ambitious and they wanted to help make our dream a reality.
For me personally, it's the community stuff, but also it feeds my interest in cycling and technology and training and those kinds of things. This is something you want to look back on regardless of the result and say, I have really good memories of doing this thing.
I expected us to get in the race. If you had told me we were going to get 12th a week beforehand, I would have been very surprised. Something about just having the track to yourself and doing the exchanges at the bottom of the track makes a huge difference. I think we dropped like 10 seconds between the practice runs we were doing. It was amazing.
When you see people like 3PH in their very first year qualify 12th, because that they've worked very hard. They've had people who've made a big effort to help them, in the community, and Coach Gilly, myself. When you see that all come together and be successful, that's a pretty remarkable feeling.
Hard and ride true. And so now forget all about the Batmobile and instead, gentlemen, mount your little 500 bicycles!
We wanted to be on the lead lap. Well, if we can just be on the lead lap and maybe be in that lead group on the last lap, then we'll have a chance. We can throw our name in the hat and go for the win. We executed our strategy, exactly as we planned. We hung in the main pack. We tried to tick off as many laps as we could in the draft and not use too much energy. I had one bad exchange in the last 10 laps where we dropped the bike, and after that we couldn't get back up to the wheel of the lead group. If we could have gotten that one exchange right, I think we could have been in that lead group.
I think they're such a good example of having an idea and then finding out what you need to do to make the idea successful and making that happen.
Honestly, it was just simply setting a goal, even though it was ambitious, working hard for a long time, and then seeing the results of it on one day and being able to look back and say we accomplished our goal. Training with your friends and working towards a goal with your friends makes it so much easier. It's been a blast. I think everyone's planning on staying aboard, and yeah, we'll be back again next year.